Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I have got a wax review. Um, as you guys may or may not know, I am currently taking a wax break. Basically, I am not buying any waxes. I canceled my monthly subscription to my Crumble Co. wheel spin, which is what 99% of my waxes are. I do have a few from like Walmart. Um, but I'm not even buying those either right now. I got this big basket thing, I think it's from the Pioneer Woman, that I store all my wax in, and I have so much wax and I really need to melt it, And I really need to do that. So I also have a couple of wallflowers from Bath and Body Works in there too. Just, because that's what I was using wallflowers before I got into the Crumble Co wax, and now my Crumble Co wax is out of control. So I need to use that like up. And then, like I said, I have a couple of wallflowers still, so maybe I'll like use those sometime as well. I don't really do reviews on those though. They usually smell good. But I always like to do reviews on the wax, especially because they do have a brick and mortar store, but it's only in Kansas City, I think is where it is. So you have to buy these online, and unless you have already bought them and know what they smell like, you're not gonna know what they smell like. So I like to do like reviews. It's not like Bath and Body Works where they're everywhere and you can just walk in and smell them. So anyway, the one I'm doing today is called Looper Doodles. That cereal bowl is stinking adorable, and it says it smells like cereal, milk, and snickerdoodles. And I bought this one because the one scent of this brand that is my absolute favorite of all life is Fruity Loopers, and it smells like Fruit Loops. And because this one has the loop in the name, I figured it was going to smell kind of like snickerdoodle cookies and Fruit Loops, which intrigued me. He also has another one called Breakfast at Dino's that smells like Fruity Pebbles, and that one's really good too. He also has Lucky Charms, which I never did get around to getting before my break, and I really hope I can get it at some point. Anyway, I used the whole bar, and that is what it smells like. It smells like Fruit Loops, but with some kind of cinnamony aspect to it, which is obviously the snickerdoodle. And also snickerdoodles are my favorite cookie, so I wanted to try this one. Now this one, the clamshell still smells like very heavily. It's on cold sniff, it smelled really heavy. I put it in and it was like almost too strong. Like when I first turned it on, it was almost headache inducing. But this one actually faded really quickly. This one lasted me less than a week. It lasted me about 5 days, 4 or 5 days. And like I said, that's really, usually the wax bars will last me a week. Like a week. And gosh darn it. And I put them in my warmers, and then I turn them on, and I don't turn them off again until I'm getting ready to change my wax, and I turn it off and let the wax harden in the little silicone thing that I put the wax in, so that way I can just pop it out. And then after I pop it out and everything like that, I usually wait a day, and then I put in a new scent, so that way the old scent can dissipate. And this one didn't last me quite the week. It started off, like I said, almost too strong, like almost headache inducingly strong. And then after about it being like 2 hours of almost too strong, it started to fade. And then it was like, oh, okay, this is better. And then the next day I was like, oh man, I don't really smell much anymore. And then like after about 4 days or so, I was like, man, I don't even really smell it anymore. And so I turned it off so I could, change the wax. Like I couldn't even really smell it when you walked by the warmers even. And I was like, wow, this dissipated really quickly. But when it's in like cold sniff, and when it was like first starting up, it smelled really good. But like I said, this one like I said, was almost headache. It was almost too strong. It almost gave me a headache. But I don't know. This one, I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite. If you like the Fruity Loopers scent and you like snickerdoodles and you're like, I want to try it, obviously try it. I don't know if I'd recommend it. I wouldn't buy it again. Personally, for myself, I would not buy it again. So yeah, I wouldn't personally rebuy this for myself. If, like, let's say I get back to buying, like, after my break, I'm back on the buying wax, and I do, like, say I renew my, like, monthly spin. If I got this as a monthly spin, I would use it. I would be like, oh, okay, and I would use it, but I personally would not purchase this for myself again. I don't think. I just didn't, I didn't love it. It wasn't my thing. I didn't like it as much as I thought, but I also wasn't disappointed. It did its job. It lasted a shorter amount of time than I usually am used to, but it wasn't bad. All right, so that was my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!